I'm coming back, guys. Ready to destroy shit. Anxiety tried to kill me. Fuck that. I'm coming back, and I'm going to be coming with a vengeance, entertaining the fans, the people. And, I've been out for a little bit, and the people that stuck with me and, that stay supporting, I love y'all. And whoever left, well, stay left.
Is Ryan Garcia struggling to make weight? Bad news. Ryan Garcia returned fight with EMMANUEL TAGOE. The weight has now been switched. They're fighting close to 140 pounds. I will give you guys all the details in this video. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. So, DAZN reporter just released this earlier today, and I had to make a video about it, give you guys the update. The contract weight for Ryan Garcia versus EMMANUEL TAGOE will be for a maximum of 139 pounds. TAGOE's manager, Peter Khan, told Sports Illustrated. Khan, the manager, who also manages lightweight champion George Kambosos, believes there are strong similarities between this fight and the George Kambosos upset of Teofimo Lopez. Now, of course, he's going to say that because he's in charge of the careers of both fighters. However, maybe there's more to it, because to me, this is a bad sign, bad news, because this fight was initially sold by Golden Boy and announced, as you guys see on the screen, as a 12-round lightweight battle. This is exclusive content and materials from Golden Boy Promotions. They said it was Ryan Garcia facing EMMANUEL TAGOE in a 12-round lightweight bout, Saturday, April 9th. And March 20-something, they decide and pull Ryan Garcia is fighting at a catch weight close to 140 pounds, which is 1 pound away from 140 pounds, which is a whole separate weight class in boxing. So you got to ask yourself a few questions. Do I feel lucky? Well, do ya, punk? A week or so before the actual fight, why would Golden Boy Promotions all of a sudden, after announcing this fight, Ryan Garcia versus EMMANUEL TAGOE, as a lightweight bout, why would they be putting it at junior welterweight? Now, I'm not the smartest brother in the world, but to me, the only logical conclusion that I can think of is that somebody is having trouble making weight. Now, let me take it a step further. If somebody is having trouble making weight and won't or can't make that sacrifice, do you really believe it's going to be the B-side opponent who is probably just happy to be here, happy to be getting an exposure type of opportunity to fight a guy with 8 million Instagram followers? Or would it be the guy who on the flyer it says the return, who has been out of the ring since January of 2021 when he was dropped and then went on to beat Luke Campbell? The guy who's been inactive, who pulled out of the Javier Fortuna fight for anxiety. The guy that's been inactive and pulled out of the Manny Pacquiao fight and pulled out of the Gervonta Davis fight, and then later pulled out of the Joseph Jojo Diaz Jr. fight, citing a hand injury. And the guy who, oh yeah, that's right, happens to be the A side. So this is just pure conjecture. And in my videos, I make that very known and clear when it's my opinion on something. The fight is being contested at 139. That's not an opinion. I just showed you the information. And this is a DAZN reporter who is reporting this. And the fight is being held on DAZN. But in terms of my opinion is somebody's struggling to make weight. And that is the reason for this all of a sudden switch with the contested weight. That's the only thing that logically makes sense to me as to why the fight would be announced for a certain weight and they would be fighting at a different weight. So you guys in the comment section, if you could think of a better idea as to why a week and a half before the actual fight they are switching and raising the weight limit. This is a non-title fight unless there's like some kind of secondary title that I'm not aware of, which very well could be the case with the WBC and how they have this relationship with Golden Boy and seem to create all these belts for these occasions. And Ryan Garcia is supposed to have some star power. So as of recording the video, I'm not sure if this is a title fight because I don't know what belt he would be fighting for, but they're saying it's a 12 rounder. So maybe they're contesting it for some type of eliminator or belt. However, why did the weight change a week before? So for starters, that's not professional. It's not professional. You have Emmanuel TAGOE who is expecting to make one weight, and then all of a sudden a week before the fight you switch the weight on him. Ryan Garcia is already the bigger guy. He's the bigger name, the bigger puncher, and maybe Peter Khan likes this because maybe he's feeling that his fighter has a better chance because this could be a discipline issue. Ryan Garcia is posting all these videos and he's doing body shield challenges and taking pictures with other celebrities and, you know, influencers and stuff like that. But it appears for all intents and purposes that they're shifting the weight because of Ryan Garcia. So that's also a L and definitely a bad look because you have to be professional. You have to be a consummate professional. He just left the Canelo Alvarez payday. You want payday? I know that, the Canelo gym, and Canelo complained about Ryan Garcia's discipline. So for them to actually be moving the weight in his comeback fight, that is a scary proposition. My thing is this, I'm old school. If you can't make the weight, then you need to move up. But either way, this is a L for Golden Boy because to me, it would have been better if you established this as a 139 catchweight fight from the beginning, but I just showed you 100% proof that Golden Boy, the material they put out, this was not scheduled initially to be at 139. So if you don't believe my evidence or my speculation in this video, please write to Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy and ask them why they decided to move the weight up. I think to me it's really apparent, and Golden Boy fighters got to get it together. That's all there is to it. They ultimately got to get it together because we've seen a lot of this type of kind of behavior that makes Golden Boy look bad as a promotion, as a staff, as a record label, as a roster, and as a mother crew. For example, you had Jaime Munguia who fainted on the scale trying to fight against Demetrius Ballard in his very last fight. Then he was supposed to fight Charlo, and then De La Hoya created another obstruction and roadblock to not get that fight on Showtime, and they were the ones bidding, but that's a whole separate thing. But Jaime Munguia fainted on the scale, so that shows something's up with the weight cut. Virgil Ortiz, a few weeks later, he was scheduled to fight a WBO ranked Michael McKinnison, and he had to pull out the fight because he was ill, and then they said he was hospitalized with all these things and ailments and stuff like that. Needless to say, I think it has something to do with the fact that he was struggling to make weight, you know, and he ended up getting himself sick, being weight drained and dehydrated or whatnot. Then you have Blair Cobbs, another Golden Boy fighter, talked all that trash, made fun of Errol Spence and the crash and all this stuff, and then he got beat up by Rocha. And then now Ryan Garcia, literally a week later, his fight is being moved and shifted the actual announced weight. So Golden Boy fighters got to get it together. Let me know how I did in this video. Subscribe. If you want all of your boxing news in one spot, this is the spot. I told you, this is the $1 million spot. I promise you, I got all your boxing talk, the latest and greatest. We got a great crowd, great fans. I do a great job. Subscribe to the channel if you like it. And I'm out. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster. We working. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, Gym or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation.